then? Name yourself.
I am the whetstone in desire. I am the asker of questions. I am the questor.
I have never heard of you.
Of course you have. We have met many times, and we will meet again before the last sun sets and the galaxy goes dark forevermore. I was with you in the temples of the lair, and I sat at your elbow as you raised up the first children of your genius from the nutrient soup. That you could not see me is no matter. I was there, and I saw you.
Fabius felt a flicker of unease as the pale gaze pierced him through. The Chirurgeon twitched as if it shared his uncertainty. The questor's smile was like a scalpel grating on bone, and he clapped again. The world seemed to shake. One by one, the sensor feeds in Fabius's armor went dark, and its confines became stifling. Quickly, he tore loose his helmet. The air felt still and heavy, not from the expected atmospheric pressure, but instead, what? It was as if the world had somehow stopped in its rotation, and everything else had clattered to a sudden, irresistible halt. Fabius looked around. The red of the world had faded to a rusty haze, and the members of the Phoenix Conclave were as statues. Even Eidolon stood frozen in mid-gloat, and Alcanex still poised to spring. Fabius turned, his breath straining in his lungs and billowing like fog from beneath chapped lips. Sweat beaded and turned to ice on his face. He felt overtaxed, as if he'd run for days.
What have you done?
He demanded. His words fell flat, the echoes stifled at conception.
Some trick of witchery?
Nothing so crude. Merely a moment, stretched to its utmost.
The questor floated closer.
To my perception, all time is thus. A collection of eternal moments, one leading into the next with infinite slowness.
Why?
This is the moment of testing. The moment your hearts are weighed against the phoenix's feather. Are you not curious of the outcome?
Not remotely. I know my worth, and I know my crimes. This court holds no jurisdiction over me.
Fabius straightened, trying to slow his heart rate. His muscles strained against unknown pressures. It was as if he stood at the bottom of a vast ocean, and the weight of thousands of fathoms pressed down on him.
Its jurisdiction extends far beyond your ability to conceive, alchemist. You have committed crimes of such monstrous elegance that even the gods themselves grow uneasy. Look, see, they sit in judgment of you.
A too-long finger drifted upwards, and Fabius followed the gesture. He looked up, and something looked down. It was not a face, for a face was a thing of limits and angles, and what he saw had neither. It stretched as far as his eyes could see, as if it were one with the whole of the sky and the firmament above. Things that might have been eyes, or distant moons, or vast constellations of stars looked down at him, and a gash in the atmosphere twisted like a lover's smile. It studied him from an impossible distance, and he felt the sharp edge of its gaze cut through him, layer by layer. There was pain in that gaze, and pleasure as well. Agony and ecstasy, inextricable and inseparable. With great effort, he tore his gaze away.
There is nothing there!
He snarled, his teeth cracking against each other. His heart stuttered, suddenly losing their rhythm. He pounded at his chest as internal defibrillators sent a charge of electricity shrieking through him. The Chirurgeon flooded his system with tranquilizers, and he tapped shakily at his vambrace. A secondary solution of mild stimulants joined the tranquilizers, stabilizing him. He ignored the urge to look up. There was nothing there. Nothing at all.
There is nothing there,
he said again, tasting blood.
There are no gods gods. Only cold stars in the void.
The pressure increased. Something whispered deep within him. It scratched at the walls of his mind, trying to catch his attention. He ignored it.
No gods,
He repeated.
random confluence of celestial phenomena, interdimensional disasters echoing outwards through our perceptions. I think, therefore I am. They do not, so they are not.
He met the Quester's blind gaze unflinchingly.
Gods are for the weak. I am not weak.
The Quester nodded expectantly.
No,